somebody's telling me that there's a Blizzard GM sitting around nearby putting invisible mobs near me. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sure seems like it. First thing I want to say right now before I say anything else is thank you. The Iron Man Challenge series has probably been one of the most successful series that I've ever had on my channel, and the reason for that I really wasn't fully aware of until yesterday, or a couple of days ago now, whenever I put out the video, and I got such an overwhelming, huge amount of support from you guys, and motivation, and just lots of kind words. Everything was really positive. Honestly, that night after I died, I went to bed, and usually, like, shit really doesn't bother me a lot, but just something about this really fucking pissed me off, you know? And I woke up the next day, and I had just gotten, like, literally hundreds of messages, people saying, you know, like, everything that you would expect, you know, oh, it fucking sucks, you know, like, I'm really sorry to hear that, you know, we really love this series, and you know, guys, I didn't even really know how much support and how many people really loved this series until 2 days ago. And I had one person who actually got contacted, or did contact the Blizzard customer service, and I do want to say one thing right now, is that they are not going to overturn the death. It's not going to happen, and honestly, if I was in their position, I wouldn't do it either. If they do that, then they're going to have every single other person saying, well, I want my death overturned, why is Asmongold getting preferential treatment, everything else like that. And so, please don't say anything bad to Blizzard CS. If anything, guys, if you want to say something, report the fucking Incendisaur, okay? Like, report the bug. Like, that's really all I ask, and you don't even really have to do that. Honestly, like, the amount of support that, as I said, I've gotten already has really just been overwhelming. Anyway, so that day, I just died, and then I went and I lay down, like, on the floor. I didn't even lay down, like, there's a mattress on the floor. I didn't lay on that. I laid on the fucking floor, because that's what I thought, that's the only thing I thought I deserved, okay, after that shit. And I went over to my dad's house, and I told him about it, you know, because, like, I talked to him about, like, you know, my YouTube channel and everything. And he's like, well, you know, that's what happens whenever you play on the alpha, you know, because, you know, I got the alpha for the new expansion. I was like, no, Dad, let me explain something. No, this is a live game. And he's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. And so that was pretty funny. And, you know, I think that we've all encountered our share of bugs and everything like that. But again, Blizzard is not going to overturn the death, and even if they were to, I would still potentially restart the character. And the reason for that is I don't want to go through and have people saying all along the way, having to continuously, like, rationalize why it's okay for my character to have a death or have died on screen, and I'm still doing the Iron Man challenge on the character. It's going to be tainted no matter what, okay? And honestly, that's one of the main things that I wanted to tell you guys. Another thing I wanted to just address real quick is, so I made the video really long in order to kind of, like, make people not expect a death, right? And then fucking YouTube, like, there's a 25-second portion of it where I put text on the screen saying that I die. I upload the video because it's like almost an hour-long video. So this is going to take like 3 hours to upload. I stayed up until like noon in order to finish this video and upload it for you guys the next day. And before, like, people figured out about it through, like, the challenges and everything like that, they take the fucking 15 seconds where I actually put that I died in the challenge on the screen, they put that as a fucking thumbnail, man. Like, that actually really made me mad. Well, I changed it now, but I do apologize for anybody that did have it a little bit spoiled or whatever else. I did my best to try and make it a surprise, okay? So I do want to say that. And another thing I want to say before I kind of wrap this up and tell you guys what really this video is for is I would not have been able to survive even if I had feigned death. People said that I could have feigned death and survived. That really, I actually thought, like, what I thought was happening whenever I was losing health is I thought it was lag and it was residual fall damage from jumping down the mountain where I picked up the quests. That's actually what I thought happened to me. And that's why I didn't really try and feign death. I didn't try and do anything else. And because I was already in combat with something else, I didn't even notice that I was in combat with this invisible dinosaur, which really, that's not even what I'm certain happened. And, you guys know, like, if you played a hunter, feign death doesn't always work. Everything else, regardless, I really don't think this was my fault. People who do probably are fucking idiots anyway. But that's really not neither here or there. I just did want to address that before I really kind of talked about everything else. Now, honestly, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to restart the challenge. I'm going to level the character up from 1 to 50 off screen, and I'm going to do that this week. And next Saturday, there's going to be a new Iron Man challenge video, and we're going to be starting right back like this shit did not even ever happen, okay? I know you guys love the series, and I'm just going to be going big dick the whole fucking week, leveling up, getting it done, okay? And, I know that that's what you guys want. I know that almost everybody wants that. I'm going to be doing probably another human hunter, and I'm not going to be changing the class or anything like that. Just going to be going pretty much, just going to be trying to pretend like that dinosaur shit never even happened, okay? So I'm going to be leveling it up over the week. Hopefully I'll have it done by the time next Saturday rolls around, but if not, I'll, at least give you guys some clips and everything like that. It shouldn't take me too long, and so I expect to have everything good and ready to go by next Saturday. So, that's really kind of what I came down to. Whenever it happens, I was obviously, really devastated about it happening, especially since it was something out of my control. But the more I sat about it, and the more I thought about it, and especially the next day after how much support and people who were, really, really disappointed as much as I was, I realized that, I make videos for myself, but mainly the reason I put them up so often and the reason I put so much work into them is really for you guys. And I make videos for you guys, and I think that enough of you really want to see this series continue, and that's what I intend to do. Show must go on, and you never stop going big dick. Now, I do have a few things that I have to do. I have to pick out a name for the character. I've got a few picked out. I'm not sure which one I'll use, though, or really which one I'll be allowed to use. So I'm going to try and figure that out, and hopefully sooner than later we can have the series starting back up, hopefully again on next Saturday. So again, I want to thank you all for your support. It really was great to know that so many people cared about the challenge and wanted to see it continue, and that's exactly what I intend to deliver.